Peggy Zirin. I've known Peggy now for over 20 years. We first met as mutual employees for Borders Books and Music on Long Island, and it wasn't by chance that we were working there.
That's right. We love books. And there was something wonderful about getting shipments of books and making new discoveries while we were shelving them. I just love the smell of books. I like my e-reader too, for certain things, but there's nothing better than a physical book.
You know, I have to agree. I enjoy playing bookworm on my iPad, but when it comes to reading, I prefer the real deal.
This is Carol Honig.
Hey.
Even though we worked together on Long Island, she was eventually promoted to National Events Coordinator and worked out of Borders Park Avenue store in Manhattan, while I moved on to be General Manager of one of Borders' Long Island locations.
Now, I had the opportunity to book author events both locally and nationally, and worked with many publishers, both large and small. As you well know, Borders no longer exists, but I managed to stay in the publishing business as a consultant, ghostwriter, and editor.
And I had the opportunity to work with Carol after I had been a store manager for a very well-known coffee shop. But over the past few years, we have been bemoaning the fact that there isn't a bookstore with a community feel to it nearby. And we always say, we should just open up one ourselves. We have experience and drive.
But it seemed daunting, especially when considering how many bookstores were closing.
But then recently we started reading about the success rate of independent bookstores all over the country and how they can succeed.
We love how books can be the escape for many, to see a child's face light up in anticipation of each turning page.
And we also think it's important to have a community center for workshops, author events, and simply a place to browse and leaf through a book. Don't forget to sniff it.
And as an author myself, I find trying to reach an audience more and more difficult, since there aren't as many outlets to do so. And as a reader, I also enjoy meeting other authors and want to give you that opportunity.
So we're taking the plunge and planning to bring a bookstore/community center to the South Shore of Central Long Island, and hoping you can help us in our endeavor.
Which is why we have created this Indiegogo campaign.
Without a doubt, it's quite likely you are getting asked to donate to this or that cause all the time. And we wish we could do this on our own and not have to ask for your financial help.
But we need it, and can guarantee to you that each time you walk into our store, you will feel welcomed and excited to see what new books are being published, who will be speaking in our dedicated event space, and the diversity of our programs.
Opening a bookstore is a passion of ours, but one where we envision a gathering place for our community near and far.
So won't you please consider helping us to open a bookstore we are calling Turn of the Corkscrew, Books and Wine. Thank you, Henry James, for the inspiration.
We love books, but wine comes a close second, which is why we're going to have a tavern license so you can come in, have a glass of wine while enjoying the ambience and being surrounded by, what else? Books!
But teetotalers and coffee drinkers, don't worry, we'll have that brewing for you too. And something to nosh on as well.
Don't forget the beer, Carol. So please, won't you consider helping us in this fundraiser?
And of course we want to show you our thanks. So check out the perks for the various amounts donated. They're actually not too bad if I say so myself.
We hope to see you soon at Turn of the Corkscrew, Books and Wine.
And thank you so much for your time.